Welcome to the Niagara Historical Society Museum. My name is Sarah Maloney. I'm the curator here. The Niagara Historical Society started in 1895 with Janet Carnahan. The reason they were formed was to preserve Niagara-on-the-Lake's unique history. Luckily, with the deep roots of the Niagara Historical Society starting in 1895, the museum's collection mostly focuses on Upper Canadian material and a lot of military artifacts as well. The Society started with Memorial Hall, which is the first building purpose-built for a museum in Ontario. And then they purchased the 1875 high school and linked them together in the 1970s. So our collection focuses a lot on early Upper Canada, as I stated before, and most of that is the War of 1812 collection, which is about 400 items, which will all be coming out of storage in 2012 for the exhibitions. And the first exhibition will focus on the Niagara on the eve of war, so what the community looked like before the war, who was living here, and their involvement in the preparations of war. And then in 2013 is a more military side of exhibitions, and it'll focus on the Battle of Fort George, the occupation of the town by the Americans, the burning of Niagara, as well as the burning of St. David's. And during that time period in 2013, the museum will actually be occupied by the Americans, in that our exhibitions will be changed into the perspective of the American side as well. So hopefully you'll be able to come out and see the exhibitions. As for events, we have plenty of programs going on in 2012. Particularly, we have the Petticoats, Boots and Muskets, which is a theatrical performance that will happen here at the museum that has to do with 1812, and then afterwards it will be an 1812 walking tour of the town. And those will be going on Thursday to Sundays at 10 a.m. In addition, the museum will be doing some 1812 lecture series as well as workshops, so that the community as well as the visitors can better understand what the town was like during the War of 1812, who was here, as well as what the history of the war is as it pertains to Niagara. In addition, we're hoping to launch an 1812 website that we call Niagara on the Eve of War. And this virtual exhibition will basically outline where everybody lived prior to the War of 1812, and then it will attach their war claims to their property so that we can better understand who was here and what the community looked like during that time period. The main event for the museum is the Brock Ball, and that will be part of the Niagara Region's opening events calendar. This ball will be held at historic Fort George. So I invite you to come down to Niagara-on-the-Lake for the bicentennial celebrations from 2012 to 2014. In particular, come visit us at the museum and check out our exhibits, check out our programs and our 1812 walking tours. If you need any more information, visit our website at niagarahistorical.museum. The museum also has in our collection a sword from the time period that is believed to have been taken during the capture of Fort Niagara by the British soldiers. Fortunately, in 2012 for our exhibitions, the museum will be receiving Sir Isaac Brock's coatee for the celebration of the Battle of Queenston Heights. The coatee still has the bullet hole from when he passed away at that battle. Hopefully you can come down to the museum and see the coatee for yourself.